What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Finstalk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Y'all hit that like button on your way in the building. Let your friends and family members know about the channel. We are live here on Thursday night. The Miami Dolphins will sign Kirk Cousins this offseason. We're going to talk about that and more right here on the show. But again, let your friends and family members know about the channel. Y'all get in the building. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Appreciate you guys coming through. Dwayne Edwards, I see you. California, CCRR, I see you guys checking in right now. Aquavision, Erosini. Your mic, my man. Mic sounds good. Is it bad? Am I having a mic problem? What about now? What about now? You're on webcam, mic, camera, mic check. Testing. Mike and potato. Hold on. Maybe the wrong mic hooked up. Let me make sure I've been doing all my setup and stuff. All right, Mike. Oh my gosh, they're using my Beats headphones as my mic right now. So let's switch over.
Good now? Is the mic good now? Let me know in the chat. Is the mic good now? Sorry about that, y'all. They were using my Beats headphones as the mic. I don't know why my settings did that, but we good now? All right, man. Well, let me do everything over again. Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. I'm getting all settled in here at my new place. This is our new home. I'm setting my office up. I'm standing up right now. You know, I got my stand-up desk going. So I'm pretty pumped, man. Got my office going. Yeah, man, I'm feeling good about it. You know, preparing. Let me show y'all, you know, the full view. You know, we can stand up, we can sit down, we can do all of this, man. We can do all of it. So here we are. As y'all come in the building, hit that like button. What up, Cap for Life, man? That's what's up, man. Cap for Life in the building. It's coming down. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, this is set up for now, man. This was set up. We're doing a full room. Y'all see this blank area? I'm trying to figure that piece of it out. That's the piece that I'm trying to figure out. All right. That blank area right over here. I'm like, do I want to put a TD Fans Talk sign? Do I want to put like a in-case jersey, merino or something? I'm thinking a TD Fans Talk, you know, lighted sign. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm thinking a lighted TD Fans Talk custom sign. Guy quoted me like $400 though, so you know I gotta save up for it. But hey, shout out to Cap for Life. He helping me get closer to getting the sign. He said the room is coming along great, my man. Yeah, man, it really is. It really is. TD sign. Yeah, TD Fans Talk sign. That's what I'll do. So I'll just, you know, start putting together, you know, my little cash apps and stuff like that. And I'll start putting it towards, you know, my sign fund. All right. Ayo Miggy, been a member for 15 months, said, you got a snowball mic. Want to get myself a new mic. I'm gonna be getting some like portable mics soon. But right now, this is what I have. So since I have a stand-up desk, I'm going to be getting some portable mics. You know, it's healthier to be able to get up and down. So, my office set up. Matter of fact, I want to stand up anyway. So yeah, we're gonna get back on the stand-up tip real quick. It'll come up for us, all right? We're gonna rise it again because I want to do a lot of my streams standing up now. I think that'll be pretty cool. And it keeps you, you know, active and moving instead of sitting down all day, you know, not being active, all that good stuff. I can push my chair under the desk. But all right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. What y'all here for? Kirk Cousins getting signed by Miami. This is a bold prediction by me. I truly do. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I believe the Miami Dolphins, they're going to target Kirk Cousins. It is believed that the Atlanta Falcons will be releasing Kirk Cousins, okay? because nobody really wants to pick up that contract. The only team that might trade for him, which is crazy, I don't see it happening, but the only team that might do it is the Raiders. But those type of cap numbers, I don't think it's going to happen. The key here is the fact that the Atlanta Falcons will probably release him, just like Russell Wilson got released by the Denver Broncos, okay? Now, when they release him, guess what? He can't sign a big contract. He going to be league minimum like $1.2 million or whatever. That's it. He's going to cost like $1.2 million, so it's first come, first serve. We're going to get Kirk Cousins, and let me tell you why. If this happens and they cut him and he's only $1 million, Chris Grier is going to be fighting for Kirk Cousins. Why do I say that? Who on the hottest of seats right now? Chris Grier. And we know Tua's the quarterback, right? We know Tua's the quarterback. But one thing that I just realized, being on the hot seat, you have to cross all T's and dot all I's. You have to cross all T's and dot all I's. You know how everybody's like, oh, we need to find a good backup? Chris Grier can't afford to just look for a good backup. He actually needs a starting caliber, quote unquote, backup. Chris Grier needs 2 starters this year. Why? Because y'all hear all this crap about Mariota, right? Imagine bringing in Mariota, Tua gets hurt. What? It ain't guaranteed Mariota gonna win games. You need the best option you possibly can to win games. And Kirk Cousins is the best option out here to win games, unless you're going to go get Justin Fields. And then you still don't know about Justin Fields. It's a wild card. But you know that Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson has a proven track record in this league. To me, it's like a no-brainer. Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson, they're going to, well, not Russell Wilson. And let me tell you why, because he's going to cost too much. He's officially a free agent without any guaranteed money under contract like last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But Kirk Cousins, on the other hand, they got to eat that money, and the receiving team will be able to get him for peanuts, like $1 million, $2 million. So the Dolphins have to be all over this. You got to, and I'm not saying you go get Kirk Cousins to start him right away. Tua's the quarterback. But you can't take those risks. You can't take a risk of Tua getting hurt and be like, oh my gosh, we bet everything on him and he got hurt again and now we're done. We're getting fired. No, Chris Grier has to put himself in a position that if Tua gets hurt, we still winning games and making the playoffs and making a run. He has to. He can't get no fly by the wall. Oh, this is a solid backup. You know, he's a good backup. And truth be told, Kirk Cousins, in my opinion, he better than Tua anyway. And let me tell you this about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins will allow Mike McDaniel to get outside of this rinky-dink offense that everybody has figured out. Kirk Cousins will allow Mike McDaniel to show potentially his true colors on his creativity and offense. Y'all remember that little box that Mike McDaniel said the things Tua don't do well? He put them in that box and he said, we're going to get rid of that. Then he put all the things he does well, put it in the box and said, we're going to hold on to that one. Remember all them things we threw away in that box that he don't do well? Kirk Cousins can do them. Kirk Cousins can. So now we got more plays. Now we got more versatility. Now we got more we could do. So even if you don't bring him in to start, you got to bring him in because it's appealing because of Tua's injury history. And Kirk Cousins probably feel he better anyway. Kirk Cousins like Tua in the same situation as me. He done already got his money. And they want me. That mean they looking, hey, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to compete. They can't take the chance this year. They got to make sure, you know how the Dolphins are allergic to competition. They better be allergic to getting fired this year. The team better be allergic to getting fired this year. That's what they better be allergic to, getting fired. All that favoritism and riding with your guy, that goes out the window when it's all on the line, your job on the line. Can Tua win games in this league? Absolutely. Can he win them against good competition? No. Can he win it when it matters most? No. Kirk Cousins has, except the playoffs now. I ain't gonna lie. Kirk Cousins, he ain't had great playoff success either. But you know that you can get more from Kirk Cousins. You have more versatility potential. Kevin John said Cousins can start for Giants, Oakland, Pittsburgh. Why sign here? First of all, I don't think he would want to go to Oakland or the Giants. And here's why. Because he don't want what just happened to him to happen again. No matter if they sign Kirk Cousins, they're going to draft a quarterback. Even if they bring in Kirk Cousins, those teams drafting a quarterback because they still need a guy for the future. Kirk Cousins is officially a bridge type guy right now. I'm not talking about Kirk Cousins being our future. Now, if he earned that, that's his business. I'm talking about crossing all T's, dotting all I's, that no matter, and I keep telling y'all this, you gotta build a team for the what ifs. Y'all get mad at me every offseason when I go through the roster and I rip it apart and I say, what if Teron Armstead get hurt? What if this person, this and that? And I don't just throw stuff out there that don't usually happen, but the things that have a high probability because they always happen. What if Tua get hurt? Oh, we rolling with Skyler? Are y'all good with that? Y'all weren't good with it. I was, and I was wrong. But y'all weren't good with it. So that's why you signed Kirk Cousins. And he not finna try to go to, come on. That's the same situation. They're going to draft the guy sitting behind him. Any little slip up he have, they replacing him. He don't want to go through that again. It's embarrassing. Now, Pittsburgh, that's a different story. That's a threat. Pittsburgh is a threat to us getting Kirk Cousins. So I feel you. But we got to let Kirk Cousins decide that. That's it. And all I'm saying to you, Chris Grier got to do any and everything possible to acquire Kirk Cousins this offseason, knowing that the Atlanta Falcons are looking to potentially release him. High probability to release him. And if they do, Chris Grier got to be the first in line to sign him. Have to be. You can't take that chance. And you can't take the chance so much that I would actually offer him a fair competition for the starting job too. I'm not giving you the starting job, but I'll offer you a fair competition for it. And you know what Mike McDaniel need to do? He need to come to training camp, open up the playbook. I don't care whose strength and whose weakness, who can run it best. No more Tua system. Run your system, Mike. The system that you know you can get out. Like people call this the Mike McDaniel system. That's disrespectful to Mike. Mike created this for Tua. But there is so much more Mike probably would love to do schematically, but he doesn't because it doesn't fit our quarterback strengths. And no, I'm not discounting the O-line. They don't fit our O-line strengths either. But you want to take that chance this year? This might be your last chance, and you're going to take that chance? You can't play those games. And I'm thinking of this. See, this ain't got nothing to do with Tua. Y'all know how I feel about Tua. This ain't got nothing to do with replacing Tua. This got something to do with me being a Dolphin fan, wanting to win and have contingency plans just in case. You got to do what's best for the team, not no individual. You got to do what's best for the team. And this might be an opportunity for Chris Grier to actually save his job. Because if Tua gets hurt again, and history has shown us he got an 80% chance of getting hurt, I'm just telling you like it is. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that. That's almost like wishing an injury on somebody. No, Tua has played 5 years in this league and got hurt 4 times. Actually, he got hurt more than that, but let's just count the years he got hurt. 4 years he's been hurt. That is an 80% rate. You got an 80% chance that man ain't going to be on the field at some point this season coming up for you. And you going to play them games? No, you can't. You cannot play those games. You got to be prepared. You got to stop wasting these people's careers too. Ramsey lucky he already got him one. But these are valuable years where he trying to get another and we wasting it. We already wasted Xavier Howard. I told y'all that a long time ago. I want y'all to think about this too. Since we went on a rebuild, Xavier Howard, waste of being a Dolphin. Laramie Tunsil was a waste of being a Dolphin. I'm just naming the good ones, right? Javon Holland about to be a waste of being a Dolphin. Teron Armstead, you going to end up wasting him. Chubb, Tyreek as a Dolphin. I don't know if I said Ramsey already. Mostert, Ingold, Armstead. I mean, everybody that was good we got. Wasted time as a Dolphin. I told y'all this, though. 3 years ago, I told y'all, I didn't even get to Robert Hunt, Christian Wilkins. I remember Solomon Kinley. So many. I didn't even get into all of them. Dolphin Dan 59 said they will not. Clickbait. If they don't, then they stupid. If he's available and they don't, then they stupid. So that's fine. And as far as the clickbait narrative, this is a relevant topic. And on top of it, do you disagree with me? Y'all put it in the chat, yes or no? Do you agree that the Miami Dolphins need to do everything they can to bring in a guy like Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins? Yes or no? Yes or no in the chat? Yes or no in the chat? Do you believe the Miami Dolphins need to do all they can to bring in a Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins? Yes or no in the chat? But you want what other option you want to go after? Huh? Please tell me what's the other option you want to go after. Now I see Justin Fields in the chat. I get that. He going to cost a little bit more money. See, you got to look at it. We already broke. Justin Fields going to cost a little bit too much. He going to be more than $10 million. He going to be in that mid-range for a team that want to give him a try. Look out for teams like Minnesota. Look out for teams like that. They might want to give him a try. The Raiders might even. And if you do go get Justin Fields, then you really do have a quarterback situation. I'm not even trying to create a situation. I'm just trying to have a solid backup plan for if Tua gets hurt. If that 80% chance actually happens. So I would love for us to go get Fields. You think we can afford to just shift about $15 million to do it? That's what I think he's going to cost. That's what I think he's going to cost. Man, they not giving up J.J. McCarthy, bro. Minnesota, listen, you heard Justin Jefferson the other day? He was talking about Sam Darnold and J.J. McCarthy. Justin Jefferson made it clear. He said, hey, I'm glad I don't have to make these decisions. You know, but what I do know is J.J. was looking really good before he got hurt. That's Justin Jefferson saying it. They know what they got. They know what they got. After what Sam Darnold just did, he offered that extra tidbit. He said, man, JJ was looking real good before he got hurt. So I'm excited about when he gets his opportunity to be the starter. So ain't getting rid of no JJ McCarthy, man. But yeah, man, I would love Fields. I just don't it's possible. I want Fields. I'm with it. Miami Dolphins going to get Justin Fields. Now, that's clickbait because I don't believe that's going to happen, but I want it. But this Kirk Cousins thing, it's like a no-brainer to me. If Chris Greer ain't going to get Kirk Cousins or Russell Wilson, then he don't care about getting fired, and that's what's going to possibly happen. Man, Chris Greer gambling too much. He gambling too much. The man got an 80% rate of getting hurt. 5 years, he done been hurt 4 of them. And even if he don't gamble and he go get a backup, who he getting? Who he getting? Mills? Mariota? I can't believe I'm a little upset about this Mariota stuff I'm hearing. And I ain't gonna lie, that's upsetting me. The guy who Tannehill replaced. Like, what are we doing here? You need a backup who gonna give you the best chance to win. And leave me alone about some Zach Wilson. See, this is what a lot of y'all don't understand. Oh, Zach Wilson got a little something in him. How many games did Zach Wilson win as a starter? 5? 5 games? Which means if Tua goes out for 5 games, he's going to win 1.5, maybe. Come on, man. You might well call Teddy Bridgewater back. You might well call Pittsburgh and be like, give us Skyler back if that's the case. Hey, re-sign Huntley if that's the case. Like, come on, man. No, you need a quarter. And let me tell you another thing about it, too. You need a veteran. Somebody who actually has proven in the league that they have been great. They ain't got to be that same version, but you need somebody who is proven that they have been great. There's only 3 guys available that fits that build, man. That's Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and Kirk Cousins. They the only 3 guys because you know that, and no, we're not getting Aaron Rodgers, by the way. Now, the only way we get Aaron Rodgers is if he mad at the Jets and he want to spite them and be like, hey, Miami. but I don't even want him. But my thing is, you need a veteran who's been there, done that, or at least experienced those big moments. All 3 of those guys have won big games. All 3 of them have won big games. Fitzmagic retired, man. He ain't played football in 4 years. See, I see y'all in the chat laughing, saying we're getting no one, TD. The season is a wrap. I understand your sentiment. This is going to sound crazy, okay? Oh, man, listen. I am not blowing smoke when I say this. I'm more excited about this year than I've been the last 3 years. I'm more excited about this year's potential than I've been the last 3 years. Even with the high-flying offense and all that. Nah. I'm more excited about this year. Why? Because desperate times cause for desperate measures. I'm excited to see what Chris Greer is about to do. His back is against the wall. He could sit there with that raggedy baseball cap on all he want all the time. Like, y'all more worried than me. Nah, no. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Now he going to have to stop thinking with his heart and think with his head. He going to have to stop trying to prove people wrong and actually do what make the most sense. That's why I'm excited. And yeah, I see you in the chat. Maybe I am fooling myself. But I ain't fooled myself the last 3 years like most of y'all. I didn't fool myself the last 3 years like a lot of y'all. Tell me I'm wrong. You know how many of y'all be up in the chat, TD, you got to believe. Bro, stop being negative. This is the year. Trust me. I mean, some of y'all been here long enough to know that every year it's a cycle. We go through this. See, this is why I can't deal with you no more, TD, because you're so negative. This is the best roster we ever had. We're going to do this year. You wait and see. And I've been telling y'all the truth. Yeah, man, it ain't nothing to get up for. I'm telling you now. And now I'm like, oh man, I'm a little optimistic about this year. And it's like, oh no, it ain't going. Now, don't tell me we done reverse Uno carded. Don't tell me we done switch sides here. Now, I'm not sitting here saying Chris Grier gonna get it right. But he's more incentivized this year to get it right than he has ever been. That's why I'm optimistic. That's why I'm interested to see what happens, man. This might be it. I already know he's going to screw up the money now. He going to screw up the money and push contracts and all that, get some cash. But I'm excited about who we bringing in free agency. I'm excited about the little splashes we make and the moves we make. I'm excited about it, man. Because I think that he really going to go for broke to have the best roster we've ever had. I do. And if he do it right, which I'll evaluate that at the time, if he do that right, then I'm going to be very excited about this season. Very excited. But listen, y'all can't get mad at me or fault me for getting it right. Y'all know how much some of y'all put me through the last 3 years, and then at the end of the season, only 1 week in the whole year do y'all come and be like, you know what, TD, you was right. But I got to go through all them other weeks of, bro, why you so negative? Why everything got to be? You know what? Let me ask this, because I love doing this exercise sometimes. What are some of the positive things for the Miami Dolphins, the football team, on the field that has happened in the last 3 years that led to something meaningful? Y'all help me out in the chat. What are some of the positive things in the last 3 years that have happened for the Miami Dolphins that actually led to something great? I ain't talking about, oh, well, he had 1,800 yards, but it equated to nothing for team success. Can you give me anything that has been positive in the last 3 years that has actually garnered, just fruit? Fruit came off the tree. I ain't talking about planting a beautiful seed. Oh my gosh, it's blooming up and it's growing big. Like fruit actually came from it. Can you tell me one thing? Zach Zeeler, same. He's been the same since we got him before 3 years ago. I ain't talking about stuff that we done had for 4 years and been the same the whole time. And you can't say and tell me Zach Zeeler has grown as a player. He's the same player he always been, just productive for us. Anybody? Flores. No, with the Dolphins, not going somewhere else and doing something with Miami where we got to eat the fruit. Not well, we just made fruit. I'm just looking for any fruit. So all this negative stuff that I was talking for the last 3 years, here we are 3 years later and there ain't no fruit, but I'm the negative Nancy. No, that just means I know this team and I know the ins and outs of it. Yeah, Van Ginkel, but he left. Minnesota got the fruit. Like, come on, anything? Like, come on, somebody give me something. You were justified. I appreciate that, Deshaun. I really do, because what you got to go through just to tell the truth to people, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say something right now. What you got to go through, especially in the Dolphins community, just to be honest, it ain't worth it. I do it anyway, but it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. What you got to go through, just to be honest, it ain't worth it. And I'm lying, it is worth it because it's worth it, but it's not like, gosh, man. Like it's like you plead to yourself, to other people without actually pleading to them. Just have an open mind and listen to the conversations. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. But man, people be nasty, man. They attack and they smear you. They do all kind of nasty stuff. Just because you got a fair opinion. But they'll run backwards just to tell you it ain't fair. You just hating. But then when the conclusion comes, it's like, where was the hate again? Well, you were hating at the time. You didn't. Like, some of this stuff is too obvious. You know what? I found one before y'all. I found a positive, an improvement positive before y'all. I always was negative and was like, oh, Armstead only going to give you 11 games. I think he gave us 13. Come on, man. You can't make this up. Oh. Billy said, now's the time to be negative, and TD wants to be Mr. Positive. Don't look at it that way. Look at it as, when I'm negative, I have justifiable reasons why. I give you the facts and the data and everything to show you why. So if I'm positive, I'm not just doing it to uplift you. I got reasons why. And I've already explained. My reason is Chris Grier has never had his back against the wall like he do now. Now, who is he? Who is he as a general manager? Is he that same ridiculous, prideful GM that's been failing? Or is he like, man, all right, let me get off my high horse and let me get this right? Because it's common sense the stuff he gets wrong, and it's common sense of what you need to do right. Can he? I just believe he gonna exercise common sense for the first time because he can't afford to operate in pride. And maybe that's where I might get it wrong, is believing that he's capable of not operating in pride and he'll use common sense. Maybe that's where I'm wrong. I just don't think I am, because Grier ain't stupid. He may do some stupid stuff, but he ain't stupid. You think a man, the man ain't stupid. You don't survive this long being stupid. You don't. Y'all in the chat going in on Grier, man. He must not be worried about his job. He kept Tua around. He got to live with that decision now. Now, what he going to do with it? What is he going to do with it? He better go get a backup plan. And I ain't talking about no regular Joe Schmo as our backup quarterback. I ain't talking about re-signing Huntley unless he the third quarterback. He better go get a real plan. He better go get a real plan at the backup quarterback position. He cannot afford to make stupid decisions this offseason. Shout out to Kevin John, said Cousins can start for. Oh, I already read that. Delusional Patriots fan said, as a New England fan, I don't agree. It's Tua time, baby. It's funny how our division rivals always celebrate our current situation with our quarterback. It's just interesting to me that they always celebrate that. No, y'all hating on Tua. Y'all need to keep Tua. You know what Tua signifies to other teams? there's one word. There's one word that Tua that comes to mind with Tua when other teams play him. You want to know what the word is? Opportunity. We playing Tua. We gonna have some opportunities. Opportunity. That's how they feel. Even fans, when they play the Dolphins, it's Tua. He can make some plays, but you know, if we do this right, we can beat them. That's how he make people feel. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. I gotta address something. See, I ain't being messy, no, but I gotta hit this. Let me read these super chats first. LOL, 80% chance Tua getting injured. Why is that funny? I mean, that's real. He done been healthy 1 out of 5 seasons. That's 80% chance. JD the Great, 27 months, a homie, over 2 years, been a member, said, TD, I've been listening to you for a long time, and you have been right about 90% of the time. I understand where you're coming from now. Fins up. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And you know what? I'm glad you said 90. You could have said 70. But I know I'm right more than I'm wrong. You want to know why? Because I don't involve my feelings. Only time I involve my feelings with this team is on Sunday at kickoff, Tua time. Let's go. Or whoever it is. That's the only time I get in my emotions and feelings because I'm a fan. But every time I hit that live button and we talking Dolphins football, I don't involve my feelings. I may show some passion, but I don't involve my feelings. I don't sit there and say, I picked Tua as the quarterback, so I got to, defend it every chance I get because I don't want to be wrong. Or I didn't pick Tua as the quarterback, so I got to bash him so I'm not wrong. No, you bash yourself. Every time that man ball out, I said Tua had a great game. He was efficient, blah, blah, blah. But then I add context. It was against a bad team. Now we just need him to play like that 3 weeks from now when we play them. That good team over there. Oh, you hating. Why can't you just give him his props? I'm giving him props. He played amazing against the bad team. And then as soon as that good game come, here we go, make me a believer. He played bad and all of a sudden, oh, now you piling on. No, I mean, some things are just clear. It's easy to predict with the Dolphins. Some things are easy to predict with the Dolphins. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in myself. I sit on here and I promote Bet US. I mean, I don't know why for the last several years I didn't just pick the Dolphins with Tua to win against all the bad teams and pick against the Dolphins against all the good teams. Man, your boy might be a billionaire right now. Your boy might be a billionaire right now, man. If I'd have just literally picked the Dolphins when Tua's healthy against all the bad teams and say we're going to lose to everybody above 500, I would only had 2 games wrong. And that was because of field goals or something like that. I'm tripping. But let me address something. I kind of stayed away from this story. I was going to go live about it. Then I said, you know what? I'm going to leave it alone. I ain't going to touch it. But then a certain somebody put up a post and it triggered me because it triggered me. I'm going to explain it to you. I'm being suspenseful and drama filled, right? But I'm going to explain it to you. So, ever since I started this channel, I'm an independent person. I don't work for the Dolphins. I don't work for any major media network except now, Roundtable Sports. Y'all know what time it is. But I provided content and we built a beautiful platform over here. We built a beautiful platform, man. No matter how much people want to hate, we built a beautiful platform. Like a lot of us family, we come up in here, just chop it up. I mean, we ain't got to talk sports sometimes. And there's been a lot of hate along the way. And one of the things that always bothered me is when people say, oh, I'm supposed to listen to you over a writer. I'm supposed to listen to you over them who covered the team and are with the team. And I used to plead, like my first 2 years doing this, I'm not saying just listen to me, but I'm just saying they've been wrong a lot. The reason I started the channel, one of the main underlying reasons was because I used to listen to our writers and stuff all the time. And I used to always ask myself, why is what they tell us at the beginning never how it ends? So I started doing my own research and realizing everywhere they were wrong. And when that Incognito Martin story came out this week, I was already bothered by it because, man, that was our best chance to actually win. Like that line, Tannehill, all that. I remember because I was a Tannehill guy. And that was our best chance to win right there. That group of people, man. That group of O-line. That was an O-line, whether y'all recognize it or not. We had an O-line. We actually had dogs on the O-line. Big, like Incognito was that dude. He was tough, man. I think that was Pouncey, all of them, man. We had a line. And this bullygate crap, and to hear my guy come out and say, as a member of media, sometimes you had to write things that you knew were a lie. Problem I have there is that's the second time that was said. Some of y'all may not remember, but I remember once it was said that sometimes I wouldn't write it because I know the player lying. Only those who follow it that deep would know what I'm talking about. Years back, a few years ago, the comment was made, sometimes I wouldn't write it because I knew the player was lying. And now, so you had to write things that you knew were a lie. You see the problem there? I'm going to leave it at that. And all I'm going to say is, I don't do what they do. I don't do what, listen, I don't do what beat writers do. I don't do what those journalists do. I'm not a beat writer. I'm not a journalist. I don't even do what the other YouTubers do. I do me. That's all I'm going to say. I do me. I do me. I could add so much on that, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. All I'm saying is don't come to me no more talk about, oh, I'm supposed to believe you over them. You going over there. TD, you be trolling on Roundtable, though. Amen. Maybe, maybe not. Mm. You got the real talk, and when you BSing, it's comical. Ooh, J Pagan 1. Thank you. I'm glad you put it that way because I don't be knowing how to put that in words. But I like that. That's exactly what I believe I am. I do have the real talk. But when I'm playing around, I'm being comical. I'm having fun. Some people, they don't even know the difference, and that's the problem, and I got to do a better job maybe, but when I'm having fun, they think I'm serious. Oh, this guy has no credibility. Oh, he never knows what he's talking about. I'm having fun. But when I'm talking real, y'all already know what time it is. Like, if you follow me long enough, you should easily be able to differentiate the difference. But some people can't, and that's the problem. That's why I ain't the most popular guy, because they'll take my having fun moments and make it the gospel and say, this is how ridiculous he is. Versus saying, what you mean by that? Oh, I'm just messing around. Or what you mean by that? Then I elaborate, was like, I never thought of it that way. I still disagree, but I never thought of it that way. You see? Like, it's just the society we live in now, man. It's just the society we live in now. All right. Goat Talk in the house says Sanders falls to us. Do we draft him? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's funny, man. If Sanders dropped to the Dolphins, oh my, I would cry. I would cry. You know why? Because he ain't gonna draft. Oh, I would cry, and Greer wouldn't draft him. I know he wouldn't. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't even tease me like that. Don't even tease me like that. I can't even sit here and be like, yeah, we do. But no, he won't. Oh my gosh. That's like Cam Ward dropping to 13. And we just see him come. Oh my gosh. That's so Chris Greer, man. So, hey, listen. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke. Chris Greer wouldn't do it. I'm telling you, he wouldn't do it. Oh, I would lose it. That'll probably be it for me. Yeah, you want to get this channel canceled? That'll probably be it. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more. That would be it. But like I would absolutely. It's not even a question. It's not even a question for me, man. But yeah, man. Y'all punch that like button for me real quick. Listen, this stream was being powered by BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. If you're looking for a new sportsbook, BetUS is where you want to be, ladies and gentlemen. They don't just have the sports book, they have the race book, live betting, casino, and so much more. The casino right now is available for everyone, but like I always tell everybody, because some people are like, oh yeah, TD, I don't gamble. That's cool. Some people do, some people don't. What I do like about BetUS is that they have the free games. If you want to go in and play the slots and all of that, you have the option to do the free games, or you could play for real money. So it's not tying you in to have to say, oh man, I don't. No, you don't have to actually gamble unless you absolutely want to. All right. So check out BetUS. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. And when you go onto the site, you'll see it on your page just like this. And like I said, it has all type of games that you can take advantage of. Blackjack, all of it. All right. And again, like I said before, if you don't want to play for money, they do have the free options. Play for fun. All right. So as you can see, well, if my mouse would work, So they have play for real options, and then they have some options that's play for fun. So get in on the action at BetUS. Lastly, supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. All right, man. We got 504 people watching right now between all platforms, over 300 on YouTube, 200 on Twitter. We're going to get you through the offseason. Some of the things that we have coming up on the channel, we know that these are slow times. You know, a lot of people, you know, hey, man, when are you going live? I try my very best not to bore you with just random, obvious topics. So I will be live a lot more going forward, though. But right now, I'm letting that pick up into next week on Monday. We're going to be full steam. Why? Because we need to take a look at the roster. And this is where I get in my graphics and all of that. I get into illustrations on the screen where we know who we have and what holes we officially have, how we want to approach free agency, how we want to approach the draft, try all the scenarios. Then within about a week or two, we'll start the mock drafting, and we'll go from there, okay? So stay tuned. We got a lot of content coming your way for the offseason free agency, top 3 players at every position that we should be targeting of need. We'll break all of those down right here on the channel in the near future. So make sure you turn on your notification bells, and we'll be starting to drop those. Well, I'll be live for them, so y'all come through, enjoy the content, all right? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up no matter what is also thank you to all 522 people watching between all platforms right now. It's greatly appreciated. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. BetUS, where you want to be. Make sure you check them out. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.